Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. A first down for the offense. Quarterback checking off. They're going to run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pocket starts to collapse. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking for a man. It's Dalton. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
They'll get down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
On the option. Now the pitch. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Oh, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You know, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass, and you just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just... Here come the Irish, back on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell...
Can anyone catch him? And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Got his man quickly.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
To the air, it's Dalton. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Running it to the right. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise...
Touchdown, Irish! And that one will give them the lead.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced the third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Tackled, but he has a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. On the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the league, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another.
Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much. But fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. But at the end of the day, David, that's a happy lot.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That's pretty to me.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.